Black nigga? Black dude?
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The
He's,
folks in Buffalo
he used to help with
love their
basketball.
Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Hold the ball.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 1 at 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Bears! Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Watson. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Watson on third down. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They hand this off to Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Sorry, motherfucker. No.
Football, it's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Motherfuckers just wanna hold the ball so I can't get it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
He gonna waste a little time, man. That bit wasting some time. I give him that.
But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Who got a trade coming up? Hey, that bitch Chase Young is a man, though. I ain't gonna count. Chase Young is a motherfucking problem.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Wilson.
No, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Tell you what to do.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, it's Pollard.
You do either or. As long as you do. No, hell no, that ain't the same thing. That ain't the same thing.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue.
Now, Chase Young really is like fucking up my pass game by his damn self.
I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Remember before play that shit, man. Nah, nigga, stupid.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Man, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about. I didn't know what that was.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Come on, man.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Don't fall, okay?
Jay Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
They got another baby on the way, too.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They got a lot of them motherfuckers. Yeah. Autumn. You watch it,
yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Yeah. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
This man teased it, bro. That nigga down 21-0. This motherfucker come out at 3 tight ends.
Start their next drive. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that back and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
What the fuck?
But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow.
He rifles
fine.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Oh, get out of there. Get out of there, Ja'Marr Moore.
The 20.
She does.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
I'm a nigga 30.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He's going to loft one deep inside here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And now he'll let
oh
this
my
one go
God.
deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson being chased out left. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off
right to
the
him again, T.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Later, he threw the right to me
An
today. I ain't
unfortunate
gonna lie to
sequence there,
y'all.
trying to get points before intermission, but now
I'm
the
waiting on the
interception,
route.
and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
I mean, they did throw a bad ball on the one before that, but still.
To keep them from scoring.
There ain't no reason to got down. Oh, look at that shit.
But this is intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Scared to even get traded. Sorry.
The closing stages of the first half. A CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coach,
Man, that bitch just dropped the ball for a pick. Sorry.
But remember,
Scared
second year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
I'm just talking shit now. Oh my God. Jalen, this nigga Teasy got a goddamn rabbit foot.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Who my boy? Who my boy? Teasy?
Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good.
Who the fuck is that? Who is Wilson? I'm saying who? That's what that is. That's Gary Wilson. Oh, I can't even be mad about that. I can't even be mad. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was gay. You should have saw it. He just got some bullshit. I'm just talking shit.
Cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey though, that nigga Chase Young, that bitch the truth. I must say, that bitch is the truth. He ain't bullshit.
Trying to shake off the interception
from
the
he
last
ain't
drive.
bullshit.
He'll look to throw. Then the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the
Nigga sending 2 people, that bitch just got a sack.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks
shit,
as
making all that
always,
noise?
keeping the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
No, that's sorry as all
Here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And we
Fourth law.
have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Why would you do
You
that?
have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown.
Man, come on, bro. This sorry ass shit, my dad pick.
Fast, efficient, get the ball to the end
Wait till
zone.
halftime, and then you can concede at halftime. Just make sure you let them know first. You can't just do
You
that
get the
shit.
sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of
You
continuity
concede.
and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Damn, bro. I missed
And he gets this one
Adore
just
Jackson.
shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And they're not able to hook up there.
Vita Vea.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into
Man,
coverage
look
because
at-
of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get
What
too
the-
confident and throw an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this.
Sack leader.
Down he goes.
That's a sack leader, teasing.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does
Okay.
Watson have in his arsenal? Off play action. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47.
What?
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So
Everybody try to get the little bit sound like.
score on this drive. Might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Wilson. This is
That what they say. That what they say now. They say everybody trying to get him, buddy.
Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Listen to y'all. Goddamn vultures.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week.
Don't play with that, tease.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
No. It was a fair sin.
That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Watson trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
It was all right when y'all was getting them lopsided ass trade.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Harris. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Watson. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man. Complete.
Can't be denied, boy.
Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
On second down, it's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Faking the give. Now Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson completes it to Aguilar. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake. Watson under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Blow it